Everyone, my mom is visiting today and we're going to share our family Banitsa recipe with you. This recipe has a lot of history throughout Europe and the Middle East. It's a Filo vegetarian dish with feta, eggs, and it's cheesy, delicious. This recipe takes some time and effort, but anyone can do it. You don't need to be a chef. You don't need specific skills. It's very easy to make in your kitchen.
Hi, I'm pleased to visit my son-in-law and my daughter and very excited to be in their show. I love my daughter and my son-in-law, and I hope that I'll be in help with my knowledge of this Bulgarian dish. When my mom and dad were making it when we were young, my mom and dad were in competition. And my mom is from the north, and close to city from the new village, and my dad is from south, close to Rila mountain. And they have two different techniques of making the filo. My mom will start in the morning making the dough, and then for making the filo, my mom has a technique to throw it in the air with her hands, and my dad is with the pin. And we always have two different banitsas. They had the same thing, but they taste different. And this is the fun part in our family when I grew up.
If you're new here, welcome to Seasonal Intuition. This channel is about food and cooking. My goal is to help you improve your cooking skills and intuition so you can stop following recipes and start following your heart. So today, we are not going to follow our intuition. We're actually following a recipe, and we're going to talk about the specific ingredients. We have 400 grams of feta. We have 1 stick of melted butter. We have onions that is like equivalent of a bunch of fresh green onions that have been washed. We have 1 bunch of parsley, 1 bunch of dill. We have 1 pound filo dough. We've got 5 ounces of just pre-washed spinach. We've got 2 tablespoons of olive oil, a cup of yogurt, and 5 eggs. We have salt and pepper because everyone likes salt and pepper differently. We're not going to use it today, but it's there if you want to use it. So filo dough and feta, you can buy at any of your grocery stores, local. This particular brand is readily available. There's many different brands. The most important piece is to make sure that you have sheets with an S, versus 2 sheets, which kind of changes the recipe and is not what we're using today. We have a whole piece of 400 grams feta. Actually, you can use crumbled feta. It's just as good. So whatever's your favorite feta, you can use it. Feta has different levels of saltiness, so please be aware of that when you're cooking with it. Before you start, please take out your filo dough from the freezer and either put it in your refrigerator overnight to thaw out or use your microwave following the instructions on the box. That is an important step. Your dough needs to be completely defrosted, otherwise the dish will not work. Now it's time to start working on the filling. So we are going to start with taking the spinach. It's already been pre-washed and it's small. If it's large spinach, you can chop it up. We're not going to chop it up. I'm just going to put it in the bowl, a large bowl. And then I'm going to put this to the side. And next is my mom is going to break 5 of the eggs and she's going to mix them really well in a bowl before they come in here. And I am going to start working on chopping the onions. So one quick step, we're going to alternate with my mom. She's going to come this way so we can take a look at home of what she's doing. Mom, can you explain what you're doing?
Okay, I beat the eggs to make them suitable, and
That's
now
5
we'll add.
eggs.
There are 5 eggs, yes, and I'm adding now the yogurt, 1 cup of yogurt, Greek yogurt.
Can people use any kind of yogurt or it has to be Greek?
It has to be plain yogurt. It's very important to be plain yogurt.
Full fat, non-fat?
Doesn't matter, just to be plain. Do not have any vanilla or other flavoring. At this point, you could add, if your cheese is not that salty, a little bit salt. But our cheese has enough salt, in our opinion. And now we are going to make it in pieces to crumble, and we are gonna do it with our hands.
Let's do it.
This is typical Bulgarian style. Use your hands.
Washing your hands before you start cooking is a known thing.
My hands are clean. I just wash it.
We wash our hands.
I wash it after I break the eggs.
So my favorite memory of Banitza is coming when I was really little home, and I could smell the Banitza, and my mom would take it out, and it was just this very huge comfort food that was super tasty and warm and mushy and crispy at the same time. So there was like tons of textures. So I have like a huge love for it. It's my go-to dish.
It's very popular in Balkans country, and
we're running out of space on our bowl. That happens sometimes, so it's totally okay to do that. So we're gonna just add the rest of the cheese right in the spinach. And then
this is enough.
That's perfect.
And we have to add the onions.
So I'm gonna go ahead, and here are our onions finely chopped, and I'm just gonna take them and throw them in the bowl.
With the knife.
Yeah, we could use the knife. Good idea, Mama. Okay, and now my mom is gonna put in the eggs and the feta.
And now, Tony, you're gonna mix it.
Okay, so you can mix it with a fork and a spoon. We've got that today. I'm gonna use my hands, and it's kind of like massaging kale. So I'm gonna use my hands here, and you want to coat every single spinach that you see. Now that we've mixed together our base ingredients of foundation of spinach, feta, eggs, and fresh green onions, we need to add the herbs. So the herbs are 1 bunch of dill and 1 bunch of parsley. They are finely chopped.
They give a very nice flavoring of the bacon dish.
Mom, can you get the cutting board one more time?
Sure, of course.
And I'm gonna take and chop them very finely. If you like less herbs, just use the amount of herbs. We really love the fresh herbs. It adds just a zest and a little bit of really nice layer.
These give really great freshness of the dish.
This is how we have it finely chopped, and I'm gonna put the remaining inside. At this point, we have our filling ready to go. We're gonna go ahead and bring our Filo sheets that have been thawing out, and this is the right time to turn on your oven, and we're gonna preheat it at 375, yes?
Yes.
And we're gonna bring out our pan. So our pan has been, my mom was able to pour 2 tablespoons of olive oil. They're already in the pan, so we are going to just massage it all around so your Filo doesn't stick to the pan. You can use butter. Our filling is ready. Now we're preheating the oven. The next step is to assemble the Banitza. So we've got a fork and a spoon for the mixture here. We have our melted butter, which is 1 full stick of butter. And then we have our Filo dough. We have a wet paper towel on it to keep it moist because we thawed it out and took it out. If you don't have the wet paper towel, it will dry and it'll be more difficult to separate each of the sheets. Ready to go, we're going to take 2 sheets. And sometimes they stick together, which is totally normal. And we're going to take 1 generous tablespoon of olive oil. And Mom's trying to make it perfect, like every mom. So this is what it looks like. So we've got the butter, and then we're going to take like a generous spoon, and I'm going to put it to the side, one side. Everyone has a different technique. You're going to see 2 different techniques from my mom and I. Anyone who joins us will probably have a different technique as well. And we're going to roll the Banitza today. You can also make it flat. And I'm going to bring in my pan so you can see. So the rolling of the banitsa is, as you can see, and there's no wrong way to place it. You just put it in the pan. All right, Mom, how do you do it? Show me.
I do every sheet separate with butter. It's a little difficult with this Filo dough because sometimes they stick together, but we're gonna manage it. It's not that hard. Okay.
And if you find that your Filo dough is tearing terribly, you can just stack it inside the pan, like almost like a lasagna sheet, and do layer after layer. And it'll just be as tasty. Just visually, it will look different, but the taste will be awesome either way. Mom, if people don't like spinach, what are some other traditional banitsas that you love to make?
Oh, is my favorite is with leeks. I love leek filling for the banitsa. Is this very nice flavor and is delicious. It was favorite to my brother too. Also, in Bulgaria, we do with sauerkraut, with cabbage. Some people put meat like the mixture of meat with onion and some spices.
Here is like our banitsa so far. We're going to continue assembling it together. Now we have finished assembly and we're going to put the banitsa in our oven at 375. Every oven bakes differently. We're going to start looking at the banitsa at the 35-minute mark and follow us to see the rest of the end product. After 45 minutes in the oven, we are ready to share our end product, which is the finished banitsa. We talked earlier about the fact that every oven cooks differently and that some ovens may be ready at 35 minutes, others may be ready at 45 or 50. The question is, how do you know it's done? So it's kind of like making pizza or cookies. If you want it on the crispier side, you definitely want to see the edges to be brown and everything to be brown if you want it extra crispy. If you want it kind of middle of the road, you want to be in this area right here. And then if you want it to be a little bit on the softer and less crunchy side, you want to aim for this kind of color. So let's give it a try, Mom, on camera, for the camera. I wish you can smell it. It is so tasty and flavorful and flaky already before I've even tasted it.
We smell it now for 20, 30 minutes and it's amazing.
It was 45.
We start smelling it early. It was the whole house.
Okay, all right, here's our first bite.
Cheers.
I wish you were here. Yes, cheers.
It's burning hot, but it's amazing. It's so delicious.
It is very hot. So our suggestion is that you let it sit. We pulled it right out of the oven. It is very, very hot. This is our family recipe of Bulgarian banitsa. It takes a little bit of time and it's completely worth it to have this tasty, versatile dish that you can use at your next event or when you want some comfort food. Please like and subscribe and share how you like to eat your banitsa. Thanks for watching. Mom, thanks for being my very special first guest. I love you very much.
Thank you so much for having me. It was great pleasure to share with you.